Rashi Tagana, DSIT2E. I'm here now to discuss the things that I learned in this subject, which is the networking. So let's start. Now, what is a networking? Networking is help us to connect with others in your field and create opportunities for yourself. Let's now proceed to discuss the major components of a computer network. The major components of a computer network are the NIC or National Interface Card, hub, switches, cables and connectors, router, and the last, modem. So we have six major components of computer network. First is the NIC or National Interface Card. There are two types of this, right? Wireless and wired NIC. So what are the differences of this? Wireless NIC is made using antenna, while the wired NIC is transferred data over the medium. For example, laptops, because these laptops are wired and wireless. And now let's proceed to hub and switches. The difference between hub and switches is hub is a central device that splits the network connection, while switches is group all the devices. Other differences is hub has 4 over 12 ports, while switches has 24 over 48 ports. Next is cables and connector. The three types of cables are twisted pair, coaxial cable, and fiber optic cable. For example, the type of cables used in television is coaxial cable. Fiber optic cable is type of cable used in a big industries and government level. And the last one is twisted pair, which example of cable used in computer laboratory. And next is router. Is also wireless and wired. And the last one is modem, which connects the computer to the internet over existing telephone line. And that I learned also the importance of networking, which is sharing of information or file sharing, and we will not left behind on the latest information. These benefits includes file sharing, resource sharing, sharing a single internet connection, increasing storage capacity, cut back and cost. Let's proceed to the network policies. We have 5 network policies. These are the first, acceptable use policy. People who need to access a network to their job are usually asked to sign an agreement that they will only use it for legitimate reasons. Second is disaster recovery policy. This policy, all networks might have a disaster. Next is backup policy. This policy, all data is at risk all the times. Next, archiving policy. Sometimes you don't want to have certain files on your system anymore. And the last one is failover policy. Companies often have second devices in place for key pieces of equipment. For example, a key piece of equipment or a network in the server. In that part that I discussed, I learned the differences and their importance. And now let's proceed to another topic, which is the network media. What is a network media? Network media is the path over which an electrical signal travels as it moves from one component to another. Next is network transmission. And there are two types of network transmission: bounded guided transmission media and unbound transmission media. So this unbound transmission Media has three types, which are the radio wave, which are prevalent and well understood and can operate or a single or multiple frequency bands. Next is microwave transmission. This has been used in data communications for a long time. And the last is infrared, who offers a great unbound photonic solution. We'll discuss the IPv4 and IPv6 address. The IPv4 address has 32-bit. IP address has a group of 8 bits at a time, separated by dots. And IPv6 or TCP/IP version 6 has a 128 bits long, written in hexadecimal, separated by colons, and leading zeros can be omitted in each field. And the last that I will be discuss is the type of IP addressing and its usage. We have two, which is the static and dynamic. Static means fixed addresses that only change if manually toiled, while dynamic means by which an IP address may be assigned to a computer on a boot. And I also tried this on how to set up a dynamic and static. In this subject, I learned a lot, like on how to fix a cable, on how to analyze their differences, on how to set up a static and dynamic addresses. I learned also their significance and importance. So, thank you for listening.